Hello, everyone. Thank you, Emmanuel, for that amazing music. I'm so excited to be here. So just to confirm that you can hear me clearly, I want you to type your name, your location, and what you intend to get from this event in the chat box. Okay? Hi, Noble. Nice to meet you. Hi, Ayo. Thank you for joining us from Abuja. Hello, John. Okay, I see you all. Okay. Hi, Ojo. Hi, Paris from Kenya. Hi, Kenneth from Lagos. Hi, Dennis from Ilorin, from Kenya. Okay, sorry. Hi, Grace from Abuja. I'm so excited that you all are here today. Okay, so I'm joining this call from Imo State, Nigeria. Okay. Hi, Stella from Lagos. Welcome to today's event. Okay, and I pray that anything you want to gain from this event, you're going to get it because it's filled with so much value. So this event is brought to you by Skill2Hired, a program that is interested in helping young people make money from their digital skills. So I know you're probably wondering who is the person in front of you. Okay, my name is Akwibe Chikire from Zuri team. Okay. So, without wasting much of your time, let's dive right into what we have today, okay? So, thank you everyone for joining. Hi, friends from Port Harcourt. So, before we start, I would like to briefly talk about our speaker for today, okay? So, our speaker for today is no other person but Coach Richmond. So before I hand over to Coach Richmond, I'd like to read a brief profile of Coach Richmond, okay? So I can really feel the energy from the chat box. I'm so excited. Hi, Oma. Okay, guys. Let's dive right into it, okay? So Coach Richmond is a copywriting and a freelance coach, popularly referred to as the Path Founder. He's a Yali Fellow, a freelance coach, and founder of F-Cube Academy, which is duly registered in Nigeria, US, and UK. Coach Richmond has made well over 30 million naira, which is above $50K as a freelance writer on Upwork alone. So he believes freelancing, aka offering digital services to clients abroad remotely, is the solution to Africa's unemployment and underemployment problem. He is now dedicating the rest of his professional life to sensitizing, coaching, and connecting digital entrepreneurs on the continent to the global online marketplaces so that they can learn and earn legit dollars from home. So you guys, that's about our speaker for today. So without wasting much of your time, I'd like to hand over to Coach Richmond. Coach Richmond, are you on the call, please?
Yeah. You look beautiful this evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so can I take the stage?
Yes, you can.
All right, thank you. Okay, thank you everyone. I'm trying to connect the video. Okay, great. So thank you everyone for making it for this event. I know you could have been in 1,000 places, but you are here. We'll make sure that every time, every second, every microsecond you spend there will be worth your while. And everything we've promised you in the email or in the correspondence you got on social media, we're going to make sure that we deliver our promise, if possible, above what we promised, right? So I'm going to be sharing my slide this evening. Take a quick dive, a quick ride into the world of freelancing and how you can monetize, you can make quick bucks as a freelancer, someone with digital skills. So I'll be sharing my screen now so we can kick this off. 1 second while I do that. So I'm sharing. Okay, so let's see. Can you see my screen? I need to confirm. Okay, Chikere, can you confirm? Do you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, so let's just dive right in. So before I start, I want to appreciate my team. There's no way this will have been possible without the support, awesome support from my team. Starting with DJ, I wanted to say DJ Sosi, but let me just say DJ Emmanuel. You know, he's not actually this is his part-time job in Skill2Hired. So he's not actually, he's a copywriter. He's part of the Skill2Hired team. But today we decided to make him our DJ. So thank you, DJ Emmanuel, for the wonderful music from Asa and the host. And then I want to thank everyone here once again for making it here. And so this is how we're going to play this before I go straight. If you have questions along the line, I will not be able to take questions while I'm running through the slide. So, but if you have questions, you can type out your questions. At some point, the chat box will be disabled so that some of the other vital or crucial information will be made available, to you. But for now, between now, as I'm taking the training, take notes of your question. In case you cannot send a message in the chat box, just write out your question somewhere on a piece of paper. So please grab a piece of paper and a pen, write out questions, because we're going to have some, I think 5-10 minutes to take critical questions that has been bothering you. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive right in. Yeah, so today we are on a webinar powered by Zuri Team and FKIB Academy, and collectively it's called Skill2Hired. So you go from skill. So if you have a skill, from this you should have an idea that if you have a skill, then you can get hired. How you're going to do that is what we're going to be spending a couple of minutes to review. So, and the title for today's webinar is how to earn your first dollars on Upwork. I know that every time you hear the word dollars, especially if you're in Nigeria, it rings a bell, because I mean the dollar now is 700 plus. The last time I checked, I think the last withdrawal I did, excuse me, in dollars, I got it at almost 700, and I know that the exchanger cannot be giving me the exact value of a dollar. So he will want to make some profit as well. So let's just say 700. And then in other parts of Africa, whether you're from Cameroon, Ghana, Zimbabwe, I'm sure a dollar is still higher than your local currency. So earning in a currency that is higher than your local currency is the thing to do, in 2022 and beyond. So I'm going to be diving right in and telling you more about how you can do that quickly, through this webinar. So how to earn your first dollars on Upwork is the title, and presenting is yours truly, Benga Richmond. I think my profile was read to you earlier, and that's about it. So I'm a yearly fellow. I refer to myself as the pathfinder because there's a lot of roadblocks for young people, especially in Africa, and we are not able to compete globally because of some of the extenuating circumstances facing us as a continent. But all that is changing thanks to freelancing. So I'm going to be showing you a path out of some of these problems, top of which is funding, money to do your business, money to take care of yourself, money to go on vacation and whatnot. I'm sure there's nobody in this world, not even Dangote, not Bill Gates, that doesn't want more money. So even if you are richer than Dangote right now, I can assure you that you still need more money. And if it's coming in dollars, the better. Okay, so we're going straight into the 5 key freelance takeaways. So if you don't take anything out of today's training, I want you to take these 5 things away. Make sure that you take out all distractions. make sure that if you have a friend that's distracting you, maybe that friend is an enemy. So run away, look for a quiet place, grab a paper, take a pen, and listen. 5 key freelance takeaways of this evening. Number 1, degrees are making way for digital skills. What do I mean? Our parents, let's not say our fathers, forget about forefathers, maybe they were not so educated, but let's say our fathers, our parents, our fathers and mothers, what they knew in their own time was go to school, read, get good grades, get a good job, get a stable paying or good pay. I don't know the term they use for it. It is a stable job or a good paying job, something like that. I'm sure you understand. So, and then from there, you'll be hoping to work for 35 years and retire. So, and that same system was part because the system worked, to be honest. That was the only major thing that worked then. Businessmen were not taken seriously back in the day. Businessmen are people that you assume that, okay, maybe they failed at academics, they were not very brilliant, so they started a business. That was back in the day, right? So the people who were making wave back in the day were those who, the engineers, the doctors, the lawyers, who can go to school, get good grades, get a good job, get an official car, official house, maybe even take their kids to schools that are sponsored by. I'm saying this because my dad was, with NMPC, so I can relate more than most people. It was in NMPC, everything was provided for just because he was a chemical engineer that did well in school. Well, breaking news, which is not so breaking, is that today, unfortunately, depending on how you see it, depending on perspective, degrees are now giving way to skills. So our parents are still asking their children to go to school, get good grades. The same formula they use that worked for them, they're still trying to give us those same formula. And that's part of what is causing a lot of unemployment in Africa right now. So the next time you are wondering, why is it that there are so many people who are unemployed? Of course, there are many reasons. But one major reason is because there's a mismatch. Most people are still trying to get out of poverty or earn a livelihood solely by the degrees they go to study school. And if you are in Nigeria particularly, I'm sure you can relate with the fact that a body called ASU has been on strike for many months now. I can't give the accurate number because I don't know.
I'm sorry, Coach Richmond, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
We're getting a little feedback from your area, like little noise in the background, and your audio is not that clear.
Okay. So how is the audio now? Hello?
We're still getting the feedback.
Okay, so give me a second, please.
Okay. Okay, guys, so while we wait let's just give him 1 or 2 minutes to just fix up his audio, and he'll be back shortly, okay? So please maintain the same energy. Thank you all.
Okay, so how about now with the noise? Sorry, I'm not at my station, so there are very few things I have control. So, but is my audio fine now? And then the noise?
Okay, we can hear you, but we're still getting a little feedback. So there's a solution that you can like take off the earpiece so we can, yes, like disconnect it. Thank you.
Now?
Okay. Okay.
Hello, can you still hear me?
Yes, you can hear you now clearly. It's much better. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, can you hear me now? I want to be sure that it's better now without the earpiece.
Yes, it's much better. Thank you
Okay,
so
so
much.
you're welcome. Okay, so as I was saying, degrees are making way for digital skills. So more people now are going towards digital skills so that they can use that skill to empower themselves to monetize and take care of themselves. So our parents were making money and monetizing with their degrees. Now, in today's digital space or in the marketplace, today's marketplace, modern marketplace now, it's all about digital skills. So degrees are making way for digital skills. Just keep this in mind as you follow me along in this webinar, right? So now number 2 is that freelancing is the new greener pastures. So I'm sure Africans are very familiar with the concept of greener pastures. That's leaving your country, your home country, traveling abroad, in search of jobs that can better your life, probably earning in a foreign currency that is higher than your local currency. So we're all familiar with greener pastures. In fact, I wrote a whole book on that. So freelancing is, what I'm about to tell you now is that freelancing is the new greener pastures. New greener pastures in the sense that you don't have to travel abroad now for you to be able to earn in dollars or earn in a foreign currency. So with freelancing, with your digital skills, you can apply yourself, and I'll tell you how to do just that. And then you'll be able to offer your services, your writing service, your digital marketing service, your graphic design service, all kinds of services, hundreds and hundreds of services you can offer online now and get paid without leaving your home country. So we're going to be diving into some of that in a bit. Someone is drawing on my screen again. I don't know, but it's fine. So at the end of the day, we'll find a way to still earn this dollar without having to travel. Now, we have the Japa syndrome. Most people now that I know, in fact, all my colleagues, they are abroad now because they are going out for better resources, better opportunities for their families and all that, which is cool. But not all of us can travel. Not all of us can. The word japa, is an African term. So not all of us can do that. So for some of us that are here, you can still earn the dollars here. And the better advantage for you is that you earn in dollars and you get to spend in your local currency. So if I go to the US and I earn in dollars, I still spend in dollars, right? If I go to the UK and I earn in pounds, I still spend in pounds. So the money is not as valuable as if I'm earning in dollars and then I'm spending in Naira, or I'm earning in dollars and I'm spending in cedis if you're in Ghana, or I'm earning in dollars and spending in rands if I'm in South Africa. So the opportunities are awesome. And then there are thousands and thousands of jobs out there, if you apply yourself and avail yourself, and I'll show you exactly how you can do that. So the number 2 takeaway for you tonight is what writing down is that freelancing is the new greener pastures. Just change your perspective a bit and be like, okay, fine. If I can't travel out, like most of my colleagues, most of my mates, most of the people I know are doing, at least I can stay here in Nigeria, in Cameroon, in Zimbabwe, in South Africa, and still learn a digital skill that I can apply myself through, offer as a service, and still get paid in dollars. So freelancing is the new greener pastures, guys. And then number 3 is, this is amazing. Most people don't even know this, but I had to do a research on it, and you can Google this anyway. Over 10,000 remote jobs are available on Upwork every day. Every 24 hours, about 10,000 remote jobs are available. Some people don't even know that there's a platform called Upwork, not to mention how to even access the platform, not to mention how to monetize on that platform, not to mention how to do a whole lot of things that can really change the game for you career-wise. But there's a platform called Upwork, and the best way to explain Upwork, if this is the first time you're hearing it, is I'm sure you know about Uber, you know about Bolt as well. So what Uber and Bolt is to drivers can monetize on Uber and Bolt, right? That is what Upwork is to people with digital skills. So you can monetize your digital skills on a platform called Upwork without having to travel anywhere. Upwork does not have any physical office for you to go and resume in. Your office can be right there in your room once you have internet connection. As you're connecting to this training now, you can actually connect to the Upwork platform and monetize, your remote work therein, right? So there are over 10,000, because some people say, oh, there are no jobs. Oh, I'm not lazy. If I find a job, I'll be able to do it. But you need the right information to tell you where the jobs are. So I'm telling you today on good authority that there are about 10,000 remote jobs available on Upwork, not yearly, not quarterly, not monthly, not every single day. So now if you take a look at that, that's a lot of jobs, right, for a single day. So that's another takeaway for you today, right? So now let's go to number 4. Okay, I think I said, was it 3? Oh, great. I thought it's more than 3. Okay, so this is my profile on Upwork. You can see my display picture. You can see my name, location, 100% job success and all that. So you can see my earnings. Some people, when they receive the email, they must have had doubts. These guys and their marketing gimmicks. This banger of a guy, he has earned $50,000 and we don't even know him. It's not on Twitter, it's not anywhere. So, well, this is my profile picture. And very soon I'll be logging into my account and still show you live. Some people will say, oh, he used the what's that thing? He used Photoshop to put these figures. So we still go live into my account and you see it live and direct. So that's not a problem. So I'm a writer. So, and if you look at my profile, you see conversion copywriter, content developer, SaaS expert, and what have you. So I currently charge $100 per hour. I've earned 50,000 plus only on Upwork over the past, I think, 2 to 3 years now, right? So this is my profile on Upwork. And my success story, I like to quickly dive in. Started in January 2018. So I found out about an article. I didn't want to have the opportunity of a webinar like this. It was just an article I read on a platform called Nairaland about a guy who, applied himself on another platform called Fiverr. Just like you have Bolt and Uber. So you have Upwork and Fiverr, right? So this guy applied himself on Fiverr as an audio producer. And within a year, he was able to build a house and buy himself 2 cars. The story was so fantastic. I couldn't believe it. So I followed the trail, and then I found out a forum where I learned about how to set up my seller profile on Fiverr as a writer. And my first job on Fiverr was $5. So it wasn't a lot of money, right? But I was happy to earn. If you're like me and you're a writer and you have been trying to earn with your writing in a country like Nigeria or an African country, you would be amazed if you stay here and then write something very short and get paid $5 on a platform like Fiverr. So that was my story back in 2018, and it was really awesome. So from there, I moved on to Upwork, and I've been on Upwork since. I think I spent about 3 months on Fiverr, earning an average of $500 every month. But I must say this, because every time I say this, people start like, oh, $500 in a month. Oh, you start carrying your calculator. It started with $5, and then the next job was $10, and then maybe the next job was $20. So by the time I added the $10, $30, $40, $15, everything came to about $500 in a month. And then I was averaging about that $500 every other month on Fiverr for another 3 months. And then at the end of the day, I moved on to, like Oliver Twist. I was looking for something better. So I moved on to Upwork, and Upwork happened to be a better platform for me. I'm not saying Upwork is better than Fiverr, but for me, Upwork was better in the sense that I was able to have more long-term jobs. On Fiverr, I was getting more of $30, $50, $70. When you add it, it's a lot of money. But on Upwork, the first job, so the difference is this. On Fiverr, my first job was $5. When I got on Upwork, my first job was $200. So look at the difference. That's like times 40 what I first earned on Fiverr. So, and from that $200, I started getting long-term gigs. Excuse me, guys. I started getting long-term gigs, and I was able to use the experience from Fiverr to make a whole lot of money on, what's it called? A whole lot of money on Upwork. So, and that's it. And that's the profile you have here. So I'm saying this to say that as you're looking at the 50K plus, there's a process to it. I didn't jump from a 0 to 50K. I jumped from a 0 to $5 to $10 to $20. And over a period of 2 years or thereabout, I've been able to move to 50K plus and counting, right? So there's a process to this thing. We're not trying to sell you an overnight 50K program, right? There's a process to it. And that process is what we're going to be showing you this evening. So some people might be asking me, even with the little explanations I've made so far, that what exactly is freelancing? So I have a definition for you here that says freelancing is when you use your online skills and experience to work with multiple clients and take on various tasks without committing to a single employer. So let's take out the key points from this definition. Freelancing, where you use your what? Online skills. Okay. Somebody might ask me, Uber drivers and boat drivers, are they freelancers? Yes, they are. Why? Because they do not work for boat. They don't work for boat. They don't work for Uber. They are self-employed. They're only using their driving skills. They're only monetizing their driving skills on Uber. They're only monetizing their driving skills on boat. So they are not employed with any of these platforms, but they apply themselves, apply their driving skills on this same platform, and they're able to monetize their driving skills on the platform. So, but if you are trying to think global, it's better for you to have an online skill than to be a driver, or I don't know, whatever else you can do offline only. So it's better you have a digital skill like writing, you have a digital skill like what's it called, photography, you have a digital skill like being a virtual assistant, being a graphic designer, being a developer, than having a physical skill, because you can be a freelancer offering physical skills, but you'll be very limited. I mean, you'll be very limited. But if you have an online skill, you can, let's say, for example, you're a graphic designer, you can offer logo services to clients in Russia, in Afghanistan, in UAE, and all these places I'm mentioning. I've actually worked for clients there. I've worked for clients in over 22 countries and counting, right from my little corner in Abuja, for the past 2 years, right? So the truth is, online skills, you can offer it to people in multiple countries. If you're an Uber driver, can you drive for clients in outside of Cameroon or outside of Gabon? So, or even outside of your specific city? You can't, so you're limited. So go for online skills. And then you take this online skill and experience, and then you work with multiple clients. So now you're working with clients from diverse countries in different sectors in the marketplace. So the possibilities are endless, all right? And then you're taking on various tasks, and you're not employed by any one person. So for me, for example, I'm in contract with about 33 different brands scattered around 10 to 15 countries, and yet I'm not employed under any one of them. So they can't tell me, hey, Richmond, resume by 8 a.m. or close by so time. So you have a lot of flexibility. And if there's a concept called firing your boss, freelancing is where you can do it. So because if you have a boss, like my sister is also a freelancer who has done, I think, $25,000 or $26,000 now. She's also a writer, by the way. And I visited her in Lagos, I think last month, and she was telling me about a client that was stressing her a lot. And then I advised her, look, if this guy is drawing so much energy away from you that you're supposed to use to serve other clients, you might as well fire him. And he was like, whoa, Uncle Rich, why didn't I think of that? And before the day ended, he tried to fire the guy. And instead of the guy to be fired, the guy just behaved himself. Oh, sorry, if I'm stressing you, okay, just tell me, when do you want to work? What do you want? How can we make this work? You see, she was trying to fire the boss. Where do I say boss? She was trying to fire the client, and then the client fired back by saying, okay, you don't need to fire me. I'll work with your terms and all that. So these flexibilities are only available as a freelancer, right? So that's what freelancing is about, guys. And then to the meat of the day, how to earn your first dollars on Upwork. Let me take a water break for this. This is going to be an exciting session. How to earn your first dollars on Upwork exposed. So now I'm going to go straight. I'm going to go straight to my Upwork account. So follow me, guys. So this is my Chrome browser. Chikri or anyone, can you confirm you guys can still see my screen? Because here is where we are spending the rest of our time. It's very important that the audience can still see my screen, right?
Okay, we can see your screen.
Awesome, awesome. So now what you do is you go to upwork.com. So when you come to upwork.com, it brings you here. It brings you to a place where it will ask you to sign in. When you click sign in, it will bring you here. So I already typed in my email. So this is my email address. And then when you click again, or you click next, it will bring you to password. So I didn't want to open the account so that you won't say it's a doctored. So I decided to sign in live. So I'm going to sign into my account now on your watch. And then let's have a look. So I'm logging in now live on this call. It will want to verify, and then boom, this is my profile, guys. This is my profile. Okay, so quickly let me show you my. So if you want to go to profile, once you have your Upwork account activated, which is another issue we're going to discuss, you have something like this. Good evening, Benga R, blah blah blah. And then if you want to go to your profile, that screenshot I showed you earlier, you just come to find work, and then you come to proposals. No, sorry, to profile. You can right click, open in a new tab. So let's see if this is going to open right in a new tab. Excuse me. I can't seem to find. Okay, yes, I see. So this is, yeah. So this is my profile now, guys. Once you click here, you see my profile. So all those stuffs I showed you before, you can still see everything here live. You can still see the 50K plus, right? Look at the total number of hours I've worked, $100 per hour. Okay, so look at a job I did in July. Happy with the result, $150 paid. And if you keep checking 1,250, you just keep seeing money up and down. $10. Look at this one, it's $2,000, and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 till infinity. So, but this is not where I want to do it today. I just wanted to show you that, look, guys, this is real. So back to this place. So if you come here, I want to show you how, assuming, let's assume a lot of things here. Number one, let's assume that you're a writer. So if you're a writer, because I'm a writer, so that's why I'm going to show you my writing example. I don't have a graphics design profile because I'm not a graphics designer, but whatever I'm saying about writing, don't come back and say he was just talking about writing. I will only talk about what I'm currently doing. So if you're a graphics designer, just put your mind that everything Richmond is saying about writing, I can apply it in my graphics design profile, or what else, in my proofreading profile, or in my what's it called, CV review profile, or in my web development profile. So I can only show you the profile that I have, and that's for writing. So you just take whatever I'm going to teach you, you can apply to any service, graphics design, web development, web, whatever, coding, programming, digital marketing, UI, UX, product design. You can apply whatever I'm going to tell you to across board, whatever service you're offering. So when you come here, you will see that there are jobs based on 3 categories. One, best matches. So when you sign up with Upwork, one of the things you would do is to set up your profile. Once you set up your profile, you put in some stuff. They will ask you for your skill sets. I think if you come here, okay, look at here now. You see some of the categories. I chose marketing, PR and brand strategy, lead generation and telemarketing, content writing, editing. I think there are about 10 of them. We're not going to go into that today because of time. So there are some things you already pre-fill in your profile. Based on that, the Upwork algorithm will now start bringing jobs that are in line with the things you've already said you are good at, right? So now they're bringing best matches based on my categories, based on my skill set, okay? Now, the second way you can find jobs is most recent. So in every 5 minutes, about 50 jobs are updating on your profile. So these jobs you are seeing, they keep updating. You see, this was posted 25 minutes ago. If I refresh this now, you might see 5 minutes ago, and on and on. Like, so if we are going to be talking about 10,000 jobs across all services, definitely 50, 100 jobs should be updating every 5 minutes, right? And I think your profile is being updated. Your job, the job post profile, that's this page, is being updated every 5 minutes to show you what you can, what jobs are on offer for you to apply for. So for here now, you can see it says it starts with the title. Listen very attentively. So let's start with best matches. That's Upwork choosing the job that they feel you're best, that best fits or best match your profile. So, and look at the first job they brought for me: copywriter, sales copy, and website content writer. Okay, so let's look at it. So for this, I will explain so many things here, but let's just take a look. This client is looking for a copywriter / sales copy who can provide me with the quote and execute it ASAP. I need a brand story to sell the product which I'm working on now. Need a marketing angle to put it into the website. The following will be the task, blah, blah, blah. So this is how a job post, in case you don't have an Upwork account, this is how the job posts come when we say 10,000 jobs in a day. This is one job now.
So it comes with a title, copywriter, sales copy, website content writer. It comes with a brief description. He's looking for a copywriter or sales copy person. He's looking for something called a brand story. Because I'm a copywriter, I understand what a brand story is. I've written brand stories for brands, across the world. So maybe if I'm a graphic designer, or if I'm if I'm an audio production guy, we wonder what's a brand story. But because I'm a copywriter and I've already pre-selected it as one of my skill sets, it's easy for me to understand all these jargons they are saying, brand story, product, this one, because that's what I do for a living, right? So, and from there, you now see other stuff. So now let's dig into some things that some people might not take note of when they see a job like this. Now, first, title. Second thing is, look at this part. It says fixed price. So now there are two types of jobs. There are jobs that have a fixed amount that the client wants to pay. Now, the budget for this job is $50. The client is saying, the estimated budget for this job is $50, right? Notice that this thing has updated. You will see it was 25 minutes ago, now it's 31 minutes. So it's even updating live. Now, it's a fixed price, which means it's $50. Of course, if you send in a proposal and they like your proposal, you guys can still discuss about the budget, but that's beyond the scope of today's training. What I want to train you on is how to get that quick money that you need, to take care of your bills quickly. Now, the secret I want to share with you is something called the low-hanging fruits. So that's something that I learned from an American mentor. His name is Danny Margulis. Some of you might know him. He's an American freelancer on Upwork. He's also a copywriter like myself, who has done, I think, close to $900,000 now. Anyways, what he did in the beginning, or what he does when he needs quick money, which I've also been able to practicalize with a lot of success, is go for something called the low-hanging fruit. Now, let me teach you what low-hanging fruit is. Okay, let me take a water break so that I can explain it properly. Okay, so imagine the orange in your grandma's backyard. So just close your eyes now. Imagine you are in your village, in your grandmother or grandfather's house, and then in the backyard, there is an orchard tree or an orange tree. Now, there are two types of orange tree. There are some orange trees that are so tall, you need a ladder to climb before you can pluck the orange. Some people, we have to even throw stones or throw baton or something before the orange, and you cause a lot of damage anyway, before one or two. And in the course of bringing down one ripe orange, maybe 4 unripe ones will come down. So that's a bad way of getting, a ripe orange. Now, what if have you also noticed that there are some orange trees that are not tall? They're not tall, and then they have ripe oranges that you can reach with your hands. So if you just stretch your hands a bit, maybe you stretch a bit, you can grab the orange without any ladder, without throwing stones, without throwing tantrums, and what have you, and you can just peel, lick, and have a good day. So that's where the concept low hanging. So the fruit is low. It's just for you to grab it and enjoy. You don't have to climb the tree. You don't have to throw it. Just imagine a lady trying to climb a tree just to get an orange, and maybe there's no guy around to help her. So this one now, the thing is within reach. You just stretch a bit and you can grab the orange. So now, this low-hanging fruit is a method we use in Upwork to monetize. Now, there are jobs. Let me see whether we'll find one of the higher hanging. Even a $150 job is already higher hanging. This one is 120, this is 100, this is 10. There are a lot of low hanging today. This is $100. This one now, they even want you to work for 3 months and blah blah blah. Now let's look at it. Look at this job now. Sales funnel copywriter needed to revamp our website. When they say revamp, because I've done a revamping job for a website, it means you are going to write they already have a website. They already have text or message or copy that they've already written on the website. But now maybe the website copy is now stale. It's no longer doing the job of attracting clients. So what they want now is somebody who is very good with copy to look at what they have written and revamp it, like rewrite it. The word revamp in copywriting is like, take this text will guide you about what we are trying to achieve. This sentence, from what you have read, you know what we are trying to achieve here. Take this sentence and rewrite it, reword it, rework it in such a way that it will now be punchier, it will make a lot more sense, it will be sweeter, and then, you know, clients or visitors to the website can come in and buy our product or sign up for our program or whatever. So when you hear the word revamp, it has to do with, they will give you the whole website for you to work on from start to finish. And if you look at it, they are saying, okay, where is it? Hey, where's this thing? Hey. I did that all good. I think I missed it now. Okay, there's even another one we can work on. Look at this one now. This one is saying, this one is saying, I need a freelancer to help develop content for courses. So there are going to be so many courses they're going to give you. You're going to write content for all kinds of courses. So it's going to take a lot of time before you finish. Now, this is a hourly job, and they're willing to pay you anywhere between $11 to $35 per hour. So, and look at the estimated time. This project is going to take anywhere between 1 to 3 months. If it's going to take anywhere from 1 to 3 months, the question I want to ask you, let's reason together. A client wants to hire somebody for 3 months, is willing to pay up to $35 per hour. If you do $35 per hour and you do maybe 40 hours per week, times 3 months, we are talking about maybe $20,000 or $30,000 that you're going to earn from that client. Question I want to ask you is that, do you think that client will easily hire? The answer is no. They will do first interview, second interview, first video call, second video call. They will say, meet with our HR, meet with our senior content writer, meet with this. You will just be meeting up and down. I can say this because I got a job like that, although it's not as stressful as I made it. But the job was supposed to be a 1 month job. I did it for a brand, a health and wellness brand in Canada. It was supposed to be for just a month, but that job ended up lasting for a whole year. But before I got that job, I interviewed with at least 2 people, wrote proposal, and they told me, okay, test job, do this, let's see how you would do the bigger work. So what am I saying is, in essence, is that the bigger the money the client is going to give you, the harder it's going to be for you to easily get the job. So the mistake that newbies make when they come is, they want to start with that kind of job. They want to check your profile. They want to check so many things. They want to check samples. There are other people, you know, asking for the job. So they won't give the job easily. So it takes a lot of time before you can get that job. I'm not saying you should not do that kind of job, but that's not the kind of job you want to start with. You want to go, those kind of jobs are high hanging fruits. It will take a while. They will need to check a lot before they can give you such a job. But see, I saw one $10 job now. Look at this job now. Let me see. $10. Content writing. Hi, I need someone helping with some content writing for advertising. You know, advertising copy is very short. Maybe they just want you to write content for social media. And the guy is willing to pay the $10. And the question is, a $10 job is a low-hanging fruit. It's not a lot of money. The client will be willing to part with $10 if you can just convince him or her a little. So that's what we call low hanging. It's a job that you can get without stretching, without doing video call with the client, without having to go and revamp your LinkedIn profile or anything like that. So you can get it easily. The client is like, man, this is $10. Even if this guy is not as great, it's just $10, right? So with a little convincing, they are willing to give you this job. So that is the concept of low hanging fruit. When you get your Upwork account, when you get on a site like this, the job post, and you're bidding for jobs, please don't be going for $100 jobs for a start. Don't be going for $200 jobs. Don't be going for $500 jobs. I know some people here will be saying, okay, Richmond is saying we should focus on $10 jobs. We focus on $15 jobs, $20 jobs. Even 50 is already looking too high, but you can try. But anything 100 and above, they will stress you a bit before they give you the job. Now, question I want to ask is this. If you are starting out as a freelancer and you are here and you have been having issues with getting a job on Upwork or Fiverr or anywhere else, one major reason why you might not have been monetizing is because you are looking for high hanging fruit. You are looking to start with a $200 job, $500 job, $1,000 job. Remember my story on Fiverr? I started with just $5. But today, do you know to make $50,000. If I kept making $5, do you know how many $5 I will combine before? Yes, so let's do the calculation. $5 to get $50,000. That means I need to do 10,000 jobs. I will have been a grandpa now before I can do. In fact, not in this lifetime. Not even in 10 lifetimes. I cannot fulfill 10,000 jobs at $5 to make 50,000. And not to talk of something I did within just 2 years, right? So some people feel that Richmond is saying we should go for just $5 jobs, $10 jobs. How many $5, $10 are we going to gather to make the 50K is making? That's a major mistake that many newbies make. No, start with a $5 job. Let me tell you a story about the Fiverr, this thing, and then we can wrap this up. The lady who contacted me on Fiverr gave me a job for $5. She said, help me write the About Us section of my blog post, 100 words, and I'll pay you $5. And then I did that job. I was able to finish it. She gave me 24 hours to finish. I finished it in, I think, 20 minutes. We argued about the fact that I was too fast. Are you sure you did a good job? Later on, she checked. She was so satisfied. She approved the work without asking for revision. Apart from that, she gave me another $5 as tip. So a $5 job became $10. I made $10 from a $5 job. And guess what happened? From a $5 job and a $5 tip that became $10, this lady was like, if you could fulfill this $5 job so well, in record time, I thought even 24 hours would not be enough for you. You were able to do it in 20 minutes, and I love your work so much. This pet blog that I'm working on is not really my bread and butter. That's not what I do for a living. I have my day job, but it's something I just love as a passion. So would you be willing to help me write 2 blog posts every week? Will you be willing to write 2 blog posts for me every week, about different pets? Maybe today you're writing about dog, tomorrow you're writing about chimpanzees, next tomorrow you're writing about fish, Australian lizard, whatever. Will you be able to do a lot of research and write 2 blog posts for me every week? And I was like, I almost spoke Yoruba to the guy, my native language, like, why am I here? Isn't that to fulfill this kind of work? So my point is, remember, it was a $5 job I saw. Most people will see that $5 and say, no. How many $5 do I want to combine before I make 50K like Richmond? I can't be doing $5. But I took that $5 jobs. I didn't know that $5 would give me a $5 tip for not doing any extra work, for just doing that $5 job well. And then on top of that, imagine now having, that's really unbelievable. Imagine now having a contract from the same client saying, okay, you know what, do 2 blog posts for me every week. And guess how much I made from that client that month? It was in February. It was February of 2018. I actually made $200 from that lady. $5, and then she was paying me, I think, about $50. Was it $40? I don't remember, for each blog post. The number of blog posts I wrote that month, maybe 4 or 5. By the time I added it to $10, my wife, she's an accountant. She told me, look, you've done $500 for the month. $200 came from this first woman who gave you this job. What am I saying? You are going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Go for jobs that are in the $5, $10 range to prove yourself. Prove what you can do. When you have been able to prove yourself, don't be surprised if the client who is giving you a $10 job is just testing you. When they test you and they see that the way you handle that $10 job, you handle it like it's a $1,000 job, and they're so satisfied. Number one, you get a very easy 5-star. There's a rating system just like Uber and Bolt on Upwork, where if someone gives you a 5-star, especially in your first job, more people will bring jobs to you. So look at the many advantages of this low-hanging fruit, guys. So that's about it. So go for low-hanging fruits in the beginning. Give it your best shot. You will easily get those kind of jobs. You will be able to move on very fast. Like I did. $5 yesterday, 50K, 2 years later. So that's one of the secrets. This is not something I share every time. This is one of the secrets to my success. This is the secret to my sister's success, who has done about $25,000, like I told you. This is the secret I teach my students at the academy. Go for low-hanging fruit. And now I'm teaching you guys for free. Anyway, so there you have it. There's a lot I want to talk about, but there's not too much time to talk about them. So you can see fixed price, intermediate, and all that. So let's assume that you want to apply for this job. Let's just try. Copywriter says copy. So if All you have to do is just click. This place is clickable. You click it. So let's see what it brings. It brings more details. Okay. This is just a notification. It brings more details about the job, blah, 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 blah. It brings more details even about the client, whether the client is verified or not, and so many other stuff, and like that. So if you are still interested, it even gives you information. The proposer, 10 to 15 people have applied for this proposal. The last time the client viewed the proposals that were up there is 43. Imagine that. He still viewed the people applying for this job 43 seconds ago. He's not interviewing anybody. He hasn't sent this job post to anybody and blah, blah, blah. So, and then look at the job he has given to other people, right? So my point is that at the end of the day, when you check through all of this and you want to go ahead, you just come here and click submit a proposal. Okay, so it's loading. So now you go, okay, they say this will take 4 connects. You know, that's something I can't discuss. It's beyond the scope of this training. And then you come here, and then here is where there are other things you fill out here, and your cover letter is your proposal. So you start writing a proposal. So now for everyone that came for this webinar tonight, I imagine that you have learned so much about a secret that can stand you out if you've been struggling to monetize on Upwork. Maybe one reason, major reason why you're not monetizing is because you are going for big jobs. You're not trying to start with the $5, $10. That's one major reason. Go for low-hanging fruit for a start. Don't be greedy at the start. Don't be interested in making money, even though making money is the goal. Don't be too interested in making a lot of money in the beginning, right? Because people still want to test and see whether you are worth your onions, right? So focus more on proving yourself. Upwork is not going anywhere. 10, 20, 50 years from now, this profile will still be there for me to apply for jobs anytime I want. And the level my profile is now, if I apply for a job now, bam, I can easily get even a long-term job because I've paid the price, I've followed the process over time. So you need to follow your own process as well. Start with the $5, $10 jobs. Another thing that can stop you from earning, you know, on a platform like Upwork is the kind of proposal that you are sending out. We have a template. So there's so many things that you need to work on. At least I've told you one major thing this night or this evening, which is low hanging fruit method. Now, there is a proposal template that I give to my students that they use, and they are able to monetize quickly. So your proposal is also another thing. Even your profile. If you come here now, let me just go back here. This profile part, if you look at it, you will see that I put some stuffs here. I said my expertise, I craft copy that converts. Look at the way I wrote my profile. Anybody who reads this wants to hire me. So you need to work on your profile. In fact, let's even go to the basics. The very first thing you need to do before you can even monetize on Upwork is you need to even get your Upwork account approved. Some of you here might have tried to get into Upwork. It's as difficult as, you know, apply for a US visa for the jackpot guys. You understand what I'm saying? So now getting access to Upwork is so difficult. Fiverr, you can set up Fiverr and it's ready today. Upwork, you can be there 3 months trying to get in. So, but we have a way to help all our students, all the over 700 students we have now. Everybody was able to get their Upwork account approved by following some steps that we gave them. Just a video you watch, and then you're able to get your Upwork account approved. So you need to even get your Upwork account approved. If you don't have an account, how can you apply for jobs? When you get that account, you need to even work on your profile, set up your skill set, set up your categories. If you don't set it up very well to attract clients, not many clients will be looking at your profile to give you a job. And every time you apply for a job, the clients want to go and look at your profile to see whether the things you are saying in your proposal, does it tally with your profile? Is this profile good enough for this job that we are, you know, asking you to do? So there are a whole lot of things: getting your Upwork approved, getting your profile set up professionally, having a template, a proposal template that you can use to get the best clients running after you, and so much more tricks that we teach at the academy. So, but for today and for time, I think I've done justice to show you how through the low-hanging fruit, you can get your quick $50, quick $100 to meet your needs any time of the day. And that Upwork account will be available 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now to serve you. Okay, so now that I've done justice to this low-hanging fruit, let's go back to the slide. Yeah, let's go back to the slide. So I've exposed to you now how you can earn your first dollars on Upwork. And I've explained that the solution is through something called low-hanging fruit. But even though the low-hanging fruit, you have learned it now, there are other things you need to get ready. Your Upwork account needs to be approved. Your profile needs to be set up professionally. You need to have a very powerful way to write proposals to attract clients to your job. And that's something we do so well at our bootcamps, right? So what is the next step? Now you've learned about the low-hanging fruit, and I'm sure many of you are eager to move forward from here. So what's the next step for you? The next step is simple. I have an offer for you now that you have stayed to the end. And I forgot to announce this in the beginning, that those who stay to the end, we have some giveaways for you. I've heard it from the gossip grave. My team, somebody from the team gossiped to me, I think on my WhatsApp, that there are recharge cards for, those who stay to the end. We didn't want to advertise it in the beginning. We wanted to be sure that this guy's going to stay to the end and learn something, and then also get super stuffs to take home. And then I think there's another gift coming that you can't miss, right? But this is my 10x hard to resist offer for you this evening. Now you've learned a lot, and then you want to move forward, with this program. So now we have, so let me go here. Excuse me 1 second. We have, so this site is the Skill2Hired site that we have put together for all our students. So when you get to this site, all you need to do is just Skill2Hired.com. So please, I need my team now to start working out some things for me. First thing, please drop the website, our website, on the YouTube chat box and the Zoom chat box. So when you click it, is Skill. Okay, let me remove this thing so maybe we can see. So it's Skill. Okay, no, this is not where I was planning to go, right? Okay, it's Skill2Hired.com. So when you click Skill, then number 2, Skill2Hired.com. But I'm sure in the chat box, my assistants will drop the link. When you come to this website, this is how the homepage looks like. When you get to the homepage, all you have to do is come here. Let me see. You just click register now. So if you click register now here, it brings you here, all right? So we have plans for you, if you are planning to move forward with us. If you think you got value from this evening and you would like to take action and move on with your freelancing journey so that you can start earning, not 50K immediately, but gradually, then we are ready to give you, we have a full team that is ready to help you succeed. We have hundreds of people. 1 in 3, we have a record that we are proud of sharing every time. 1 in 3 of the people who have signed up for our bootcamps have been monetizing, especially on Upwork. I won't lie, we don't have too many successes on Fiverr. I think our focus has been more on Upwork, which is fine. And we have 1 in 3 of the people who sign up to our bootcamps, they've started monetizing on Upwork. And I think that is fantastic, even if you don't think so. I think that's fantastic. So we are really doing like 35% of the people who are signing up monetizing, and the rest are still on the move. So we have 3 plans for you that you can get access to. So we have the starter plan. So some people just want to test the waters. Let me just try this thing out and then see how it goes. Then we have the gold plan. So that goes for 20,000. Or the gold plan, I want to really dive in, from the get-go. That's 35,000. And then we have the premium plan, the Baba of all plans, where I want to go all out. I think this is the next point of call for me. This is the next thing I want to be doing with my life. Freelancing is the next thing I want to do. I want to stay here, apply myself with skills, and earn in dollars. Then this is the recommended plan, the 50K plan. Now, what are the features? Let's take a look. Any one of these plans is 100% online. And then in the starter plan, we'll teach you social media management. In the gold plan, we'll teach you social media management. In fact, we'll teach you social media management, social media management is a skill you will learn that you'll be able to help brands to manage their social media. So you can help them make posts on Facebook, on Twitter, and those posts, once you do them, maybe 2 or 3 times per week, they pay you as much as $500 every month for you to post that. So we'll teach you the skill, and then you can now turn it into a business on a platform like Upwork and even Fiverr. So any one of these plans will teach you social media management. Any one of these plans is 100% online. So, but for graphics design, we'll teach you graphics design, but that's not available for the starter plan. It's only available for gold. If you take the gold plan, if you pay minimum of 35,000, we'll teach you social media management, we'll teach you graphics design. Same for premium. Now, a lot of questions might be coming about, okay, when we make our money on Upwork, oh, Richmond, this 50K you've made, how are you able to, they paid you in dollars. How did you get this money into your local GT bank account or UBA or whatever other banks out there? There's a platform called Payoneer. Payoneer is very similar to PayPal. It's a payment solution that you can attach to your Upwork and Fiverr account. Any money you are making from there, you send it straight to your Payoneer account. Now, any of these plans, whether the, let me see, whether the 20,000 plan, 35,000 plan, 50,000 plan, we will show you how to set up your Payoneer. Then copywriting, which I think is the number one. Don't mind me. Some people say, oh, you can say it's the number one skill because you're a copywriter, but believe you me, copywriting is the number one skill, I believe. I'm sure some tech guys will be arguing that no, tech is the best one. But for me, copywriting is the best skill, because even if you're a tech guy, you still need to convince people to give you tech jobs. And how are you going to do that? You have to learn how to sell with written words. So copywriting is not available for the starter plan. It's not available for the gold plan, but premium students who pay 50K can access copywriting. They can access every other thing above. Then Upwork activation. Remember I mentioned at the beginning that, it's very difficult to get an Upwork account. Everybody is trying to get an Upwork every day, so it's so difficult. It's like applying for a US visa, like I said earlier. And the truth is that we have a way in which you can watch a video, follow the steps, and you'll be able to get your Upwork account approved within minutes, right? And unbelievably, this Upwork activation is available, whether it is the starter plan, gold plan, or premium plan. We'll make it available for you. And then we have Upwork profile setup. Remember I said that even when you have your account approved, you still need to set up your profile, your seller profile, in a way that clients will attract to it, the way ants goes for sugar. So that Upwork profile setup, we have a whole lot of videos you will watch step by step on how to work on your profile. So that's not available for the starter and gold plan, but it's available for the premium plan. Then we have complete Fiverr setup, which is available across all the plans. We have Upwork proposal hack. I also told you that when you find that low-hanging fruit, you need a killer proposal so that the client is looking at your proposal and is ready to hire you. So it's not available for it's a premium document that will make available. So it's not available for starter and gold, but it's available for premium. And then we have Upwork proposal template. Apart from hack, we have a template. It's not available for starter, it's available for gold, premium, and on like that. So you can always go to this website. There's a lot. Let me just go through it quickly for time. There's Upwork proposal. Then there's even a get hired Upwork challenge. There's a 30-day challenge after your bootcamp where we'll be telling you what to do every day. Over the past 2 years, I've gained a lot about the things you can do to get jobs, 30 of them. This low-hanging fruit is one. This low-hanging fruit is 1 out of 30. There are 29 other things I can tell you in this Upwork challenge. So you'll be taking the challenge, you'll do one thing one day, another thing one day, 30 days. Of course, this kind of stuff cannot be available on Starter and Gold. Only available, the challenge is only available for people who register for premium. And then Grammarly Premium. Copywriters need Grammarly, not the free plan. Will give you access to the premium plan. Canva Pro. Graphics designers will understand what I mean by Canva Pro. So not the free plan will give you access to the pro plan, where you have access to thousands of templates that you can use, to do work for your clients. Then flexible completion dates. Now, some people might be wanting to ask any question. Oh, when is a start date? When do we start? When do we end this program? Before, we used to do cohort by cohort, but we found out that people have different programs, different lifestyles, different career paths, that we cannot put all of them. It's difficult to put all of them into a start date and finish date. So you can start anytime. The minute you pay for the course, you start immediately, and then you can finish whenever you are ready. And there's a full support staff to help you. Then expert support on Slack. Yeah, that's just the next thing. So we're going to be communicating with all paid students on Slack. There are already many paid students on the Slack platform already going through their courses. Any questions you have, I'm there, and a host of other coaches are there and support team to answer all questions that you may have. And then there's a 90 days post-bootcamp support. So if after the bootcamp, you still need help with something, oh, sir, how do I do this? Oh, ma, how do I do that? Oh, whatever, how do I do this? For 90 days after your bootcamp, we are still there to support you till you succeed. Then live AMA sessions, like sometimes we'll do a live session like this to teach you something. Maybe I find something new that is helping me monetize. I can come do an AMA session. Maybe a lot of students are asking questions that I feel that, okay, let me do a live session to address this question once and for all. That's only available also for the premium plan. Then, of course, whether it's starter plan or gold plan or premium plan, there's a certificate of completion at the end of it. So when you get to this part of the website, all you have to do is just click get started, get started, get started. So I've already opened it up so that you can see. So if you click get started for starter, it brings you here. So this is our product page. You can see Skill2Hire Freelance Bootcamp Starter with all the features on the website. So take your time and study the features that are available for starter, the features that are available for gold, the features that are available for premium on our website. And I'm sure my assistants must have posted the website for you to go there and check yourself. So then you come here and look at the plan. This is for 22,000. If you open the next one, this is, you can see S2H gold. This is for 37,000. And then if you see this one, this is the premium, the baba of all, whatever. And then that's for 52,050. Okay, so guys, I'm going to move on to something really amazing now that I want us to do. So I'm going to be looking at the chat box and then we can get started. Oh, thank you guys. I see all the links have been. You can see, you can click the starter plan, globe plan, premium plan, and sign up. But just before you sign up, let me take a 1 second water break because this is interesting. So just before you click and pay, hold on because we have something amazing for you. Now, I want my team, please, can you post a form? There's a form called the expression of interest form. So this form, you've gone through this program, you like what I've shared with you, the team that set this up, you feel that these guys can help me succeed. I want to take my freelance journey to the next level. We want to see if, thank you very much. So you can see bit.ly/ this is the interest form. So we're going to perform a little experiment, very fun experiment. If you've listened to me up to this point and you're interested in joining the bootcamp, you're interested in joining either with starting with the starter plan or the gold plan or the premium plan according to your preference or pocket, I want you to go to this form right now. So we're going to be checking it. I think my assistants will be checking. So it's a Google form, simple form. Put your name, put your details, put your number and everything, your email, make sure everything is correct. Go to this form right now and fill out your details. Why do you need to fill out these details? Now to the big unveiling of the night. Okay, so we have done these webinars over and over. Some of you even came for our webinar last month in August. Some of you might have come for the webinar today. We do these webinars monthly. I think we might do another webinar. I'll still confer with my team. We'll do another webinar in October. Maybe we'll talk about proposals by that time. But how many webinars are you going to wait for before you jump in and make the best use of this opportunity? Do you want to wait for 30 webinars before you can start, or you want to join the bootcamp right now and get in? So go to this form, S2H interest form that is showing on the YouTube charts, showing on the, what's it called? Both the YouTube, both the YouTube chart and the Zoom chart. Fill out the details, and then there's something else we want to do for you right now, which is that if you've shown interest up to this point, these prices are very affordable. But because you waited to the end of this program, for those who cut off, well, that's it. But for you that stayed to the end, let's start giving you freebies. So the first thing I want to do for you tonight is, if you have shown interest in any of these plans, if you're interested in starting with us, I want you to put your details here, number one, in that form. Then number two, okay, so this is the premium plan. So let me go to the starter plan. 1 second, guys. So look at the starter plan. So from the website, you can get here, and then my team has already posted it on the Zoom chat and maybe the YouTube chat. So when you click the one for starter, you come here. Now, if you want to buy, you come here and click buy now. Follow the process. This is where it gets interesting. So if you click buy now, this is what you will see. So this will be already in cart, 2050. So you come here and click checkout. Follow the process, because some people send us emails and say, how do I pay? I'm showing you how to pay now. So you go to checkout. So my name is already there. You can see Benga Richmond. You can see email. You fill in your name, you fill in your email. Then underneath here is very hidden. Look at it, very hidden. you will see got a coupon code, click here. So what you're going to do is click this part. Then it will now say enter your coupon code. So the magic formula for getting a discount on this plan, let's take a look together. Almost everyone on this, I know some people came from Eventbrite and maybe some people invited friends to come for this, but I know that 80-90% of people here are coming from Zuri. So we decided to do something amazing for the Zuri students. So if you type the code, this is the magic code. If you type capital letter ZURI, which is Zuri. So if you type Zuri here in capital, in all caps, and then you click apply, what do you get? Instead of paying 22,000, you will pay 13,000. Can you believe that? And then all you need to do is just click pay now, and then you can play. So if you want to pay through bank transfer, let's say your card is not working, just come below here. Look at this space. Want to pay via bank transfer? Click. If you click it, what's it called? Seller, which is the platform we are using for payment, will generate an account number for you, especially if you're in Nigeria. You pay through that account number and you will still have access. You'll be redirected to our Slack group where you can access the course, right? So now, by just using the magic number Zuri, a 22,000 program for starter becomes 13,000. Let's see whether that same thing applies for the gold plan. So look at the gold plan. Gold plan is 37,000. You click buy now. Look at, you go to checkout. Your details are here. You come here and click get a coupon code. Let's see if we type Zuri here, if you get a discount for the gold plan as well. Look at it, 37,000. Let's apply. Instead of 37,000, you're paying 22,000 because you stayed to the end, because you're a finisher. So, and then you can click pay now, and then you make your payment. Let's see whether the same thing applies for premium, the Oga of all plans. So you come here and click buy now as well, and then you go to checkout. You come here and click got a coupon code, and then you type Zuri. Let's see whether Zuri will give us a discount. Let's see whether the magic code Zuri will give you a discount for the premium plan. So from 52,000, ooh, this one is refusing to give. Let's see. Okay. This is good. This is, okay, so let me try to get to, okay, we are back here. So let me apply. So you put Zuri here and you click apply. So instead of paying 52,000, you're paying 31,000 to get all the plans. We don't have enough time to go through everything that you get for the premium plan, but you can check on the website, check on the product page, apply Zuri, and then you'll be able to get in. So those are the opportunities we are making available to you guys tonight. I hope you found value in this evening's training, and that you know, you can apply yourself, use code. This Zuri coupon code will not be available forever. At some point, we'll disable it. But even if we disable it, maybe 48 hours or 72 hours from now, I think the original prices are still a key for the value you're going to get from us. So let me see if there's anything else in the slide. If not, I'll just hand over to the host so he or she can move forward. Okay, so let me see what else we have here. So I've shown you a lot tonight. So we now have extras for you. So we have a gift for you. I wrote a book. If you can see my screen, look at the physical copy, The Greener Pastures Movement. This book outlines everything, the journey from zero to success as a freelancer. And I decided to make it available free anytime I organize webinars like this as a way of reaching out. I cannot give everybody money out of what I've earned, but I can give you a book that you can read that will change your life. So this book is available free. And I think my assistants will start posting the link. So just click the link, bit.ly/Greener Pastures Movement. Is on the YouTube chat box now. I think my team are posting it. And then it's also on the Zoom chat box. Post it for the students tonight so that they can go there. When you click it, you'll be able to download this book, read it. You'll get to know more about me, my struggles, my success, some of the disappointments I had before I finally found freelancing. And now I'm thanking God for it, right? So, and then apart from this, also we are going to take questions. And there's still recharge cards to be won, maybe after the question and answer sessions. So please avail yourself of the links. Keep posting the links in the chat box. Pay for either the starter plan, the gold plan, or premium plan. Avail yourself. You'll be redirected to the Slack group, and you can join other students to monetize without stress. Thank you guys for your time. Over to you, host. I think it's question and answer time, I guess.
Thank you so much, Coach Richmond. That was an amazing session. We're grateful for the value that you have given us so far. I hope we're still excited in the chat box. Okay, so without wasting much of your time, I'm going to introduce Susan to read out the questions while Coach Richmond would answer it in the best possible way. Okay, thank you.
Okay, good evening, everyone. So I'll start reading out the questions. We have quite a lot of questions. I'll just categorize them so Coach doesn't have to repeat himself again. So we have some from Zoom and some from YouTube. So I'll take one from Zoom, and then I'll go to YouTube. So the first question is, please, how do we register and get our accounts approved on Upwork?
Okay, so the simple answer is if you sign up for either, excuse me, the starter plan, gold plan, or premium plan, you will also be able to get your Upwork approved. I think already shared that there's a video where you can get it approved within minutes. So sign up for any of the plans, and then you'll be able to have access to that. Next question, please.
Okay, from YouTube, for someone who's a top-rated seller but stopped getting leads and job, what do you suggest?
Okay, so there are a whole lot of hacks. Like for example, now in the premium plan, we have a plan called the 30 days Upwork challenge. One of those challenge is this low-hanging fruit, which means there are 29 others. So since you're already someone top-rated on Upwork, that means for you to be top-rated on Upwork, you've made a lot of money already. Because I'm top-rated, my sister is top-rated, some of my students are top-rated. I can tell you that you can't be top-rated if you've not made some good money. So, but sometimes you get to a point where that dragging, maybe you're not getting jobs again. If you, from some of those money you've made, just apply, sign up for the premium plan. It's 50K. If you use Zuri, you get it at maybe 30,000 in the code. You'll be able to, the Upwork challenge alone can help turn the game around for you. So by the time you follow the directions for the other 29, apart from this low-hanging fruit, I'm sure the story will change. Next question, please.
Okay, we have questions on how to get clients and improve profiles on Upwork. One as a graphic designer, and then another as a product designer.
Okay, so we have a profile set of videos. I think that's available for gold. I don't know. Just go to the website and check. I think gold and premium plan. I don't think it's available for starter plan. So anything from gold and premium will give you access to the profile set of videos. Those videos are so detailed. They're up to 18 videos. Just imagine, telling you what to do step by step. So once you do that, though the instructions there were used for if you have a writing profile, but it is usable for graphic design or any other service you have. So anything we are saying about writing, just apply it to graphic design and you're fine. So we have a whole lot of videos, about 10, 15, I don't remember the number now, that will take care of that challenge where you set up your profile, attract the best clients to your profile and take it up from there. Next question.
How do we deal with payment issues from people outside the country with the current bank regulations in Nigeria?
Okay, so I already explained that. We will give you access to a Pioneer account. Well, not give you access. we'll share a video with you that you can watch, and then you'll be able to sign up on Pioneer. Pioneer is a free payment solution. Pioneer.com, you sign up. But some people come back to us that they have issues signing up successfully there. They don't know what to fill out in the forms and stuff. So there's a video we share for our students. And this particular solution is available across plans, whether starter, gold, premium. We'll make this Pioneer video available. You can set up the videos and you can set up your Pioneer account, watching the videos carefully. And then the money from that you're making on Fiverr and Upwork, you will attach that Pioneer account to your Fiverr and Upwork. The dollars you're making there will be sent into your Pioneer account. From Pioneer, you will attach your local bank to your Pioneer account, and money can go straight from your Pioneer dollars to your local bank in whatever currency across Africa. So yes, we sort that out, whether you join starter, gold, or premium. Next question.
Okay, so do we have to start building our profile from Fiverr, or how can the newbie get recommendation?
Okay, so what I advise is if you sign up for, I think, Gold, you will have access to set up your seller profile on both Fiverr and Upwork. So set up a profile on Fiverr, set up a profile on Upwork, and just be diligent with it. Jobs can come from Fiverr, jobs can come from Upwork. Remember, I started on Fiverr and I was doing an average of $500 for 3 months before I escaped to Upwork. Some people will hit their success on Fiverr, some people will hit their success on Upwork. Although, from past experience, most of our students found success more on Upwork than Fiverr, but your case can be different, right? So all of this is covered. You can sign up on both platforms, and let's find out yourself where your success will come from. Next question.
I joined Upwork in 2021, but up to now, I don't know what's next.
Exactly. So this program is for you. Sign up for any of our plans and we'll take you through step by step. And then there's a Slack group community where all kinds of help, expert help is waiting for you. You ask a question, you tag me or tag any of my assistants. I'll give you instant answers before you know it. So you don't have a problem. Just sign up to the bootcamp and we'll take you. Next question.
In these platforms, is it ideal that the clients reach out to you for a job based on your profile, or would I source for jobs myself on the platform?
Okay, so on a platform like Upwork, it's both ways. So sometimes a client is looking for a job as they search, especially for newbies. Upwork algorithm tries to help very new Upwork accounts to get jobs easily. So once you first sign up, if a client is looking for a graphic designer, they'll bring the profiles of newer freelancers to see whether he will take his choice from there. Either that or you have to bid for a job. So it's a combination of the both. Don't wait. Freelancing is not a passive. You cannot passively succeed as a freelancer. You have to be active. So be actively bidding for jobs. Then if somebody invites, better. So when I started, I was actively bidding for jobs. At some point, I was getting invites. All money is money. Whether I'm invited or I invited myself, I'm sure I'm monetizing. So both ways. Don't wait for invites. Do the attack. Footballers will understand as a front and attack, and then bid for jobs. And we have all the profile suggestions and templates that can help you win jobs on Upwork. When you're clients. Next question.
Can you update your profile over time?
Yes, I do that. The first one you start with, after maybe I would suggest that every quarter, so every 3 months, you should always look at your profile again and add stuff. When you first start, you don't have many things to put in your profile, even though we give you suggestions of what to put there. After 3 months, you will have more things to put. So I suggest, in fact, if you can update your profile monthly, I think it's best. Yeah. Next.
Okay, I have been on Upwork since February after my training with Digital Winch, but I still haven't secured a job as an experienced and trained telemarketer and a customer support executive. Please help me.
Yeah, we are here to help. So sign up for the bootcamp. And then, once you go through the bootcamp and you're still having this challenge, the support team at the Slack group can help you out. We do not promise anyone jobs, by the way. Let me make a disclaimer. Nobody can promise or guarantee you getting a job on Upwork. Just like when you go to university, nobody guarantees that after spending 4 years or 6 years in school, you're going to get a job. If that was the case, we'll have millions of unemployed people. But what we'll do better than any university is that we will not leave you until you succeed. If you are not tired, we are not tired. So the Slack group is available for you to keep coming with questions, queries. Even when you get the job, there are some things that you need. Oh, how do I set up my payment? Oh, the client is asking for me to clock time. I'm sure this is still jargon to some people. So, but when you get on the Slack group, we'll tell you, oh, this is how to clock time. This is how to clock for hours. This is how to, the client is asking that he wants to pay me outside of what's called. Let's look at do a screenshot of what the client is saying. Let's check the client's profile. This client might be a scam. Don't do that. It's against Upwork. So all these things are available in the Slack community where we support you till you succeed. Next.
How can we write a good proposal as a product designer that will get you the job?
So we have a template that is adaptable to any skill set. So that template is available on I don't know, maybe it's not available on starting. I think it's gold and premium. You can always go to the website, the product data, check the one that has proposal hack, proposal template. That template is good. People, graphic designers, web developers, writers, all kinds of skill sets, virtual assistants have used the same proposal and they have landed jobs on through Skill2Hired. So you can do the same thing and apply yourself. So it's a template that you can adapt to any skill set. So you won't have a problem to say. Next question.
Is there an age limit to be able to work on Upwork?
Okay, so there is no upper limit. So you can be 500 years old and work on Upwork, but the minimum age to work is 18. So if you are less than 18, you might have a problem working on Upwork. So, but anything 18 to 500, even Methuselah's age, you can work on Upwork. Next.
Okay, when setting up an account on Upwork, they ask you to set up an hourly rate and how you want to apply. And now you want to apply for a $5 job. When sending the proposal, will you change the hourly rate to $5 or leave it at the hourly rate that was set before?
Okay, so if it's an hourly job and it's a job for $5, you can temporarily set up you can do one of two things. Either temporarily set up your hourly rate to $5. It's just for you to click the pencil edit button and do it. Or you can chat with the client and say, okay, can you make this a fixed price so that they can change the terms of the contract from their end and put $5 there. Once you accept the contract, you get paid fixed price instead of hourly. So those, whether it's a hourly job or a fixed job, once you communicate with your client before you start the job, they can always change it at the end. But in case the client doesn't even know how to change it, just temporarily change your hourly rate to $5 so that you will just clock 1 hour and then get your $5, and then you can change it back to your $20. And even that's another thing we teach. Some people go to the hourly rate on their profile and start putting $50 and $100. Maybe somebody might even see my $100 and say, looks good. Let me go and start with $100. We teach you at the academy what hourly rate to start with and go from there. Life is a process. Next.
What of the connect one needs to bid for job on Upwork?
Yes. So when you start on Upwork, these things change every time. I think if you check my profile when I was going through it, I think I stay at 148. I wish we could share. I'm sure Upwork will bring that feature, so I can be dashing people connects. But they will give you some free connects when you start. When you finish using it, all you have to do is just buy connects. I think the last time I bought, which is a long time ago, $4, is it $4 or $6 can give you 40 connects. So it's not very expensive. And then in the academy, we show you how to buy. So that's the after you use up the free one. Next.
Does one need to buy a gig before you can get a job on Upwork?
No, you don't buy gigs. What you buy is connects. So connects are like bidding units. So every job has a connect attached to it. So they can say this job is 4 connects. So if you when you start, they might give you 60 connects. So if they say this job is 4 connects, once you apply for the job, your connects reduce from 60 to 56. If they say this is a 2 connect job, you apply for it, your 56 reduced to 52. So they're like, just like you have calling credit, these are like bidding credits. Once you use up your connects, you can always buy. And then, it's not a big deal. It's not that expensive, like I mentioned earlier. So you can keep bidding for jobs. So you don't buy jobs, but you buy bidding credits so that you can use it to bid for jobs. Next.
Okay, so this is the last question I have now. How much are you expected to put in your profile as a new freelancer in Upwork?
Okay, so that part is something we make available only to our students. If we teach you everything, we will not have a business. So we'll give you value for your time, and then if you want more, you come buy into one of our plans. So we have a recommended price for new beginners to put in their hourly rate. It's definitely not $100. It's definitely not $50. It's something lower. But we have a figure we always, and if you're in the Slack community, you can always ask us, I'm trying to set up a seller profile as a graphic designer or as a web developer or as a product designer. What is the recommended starting point? We'll tell you once you're ready to Slack. Right? Next.
That's the last question, Coach.
Oh, hallelujah. this was fast. So yeah, so I'm really very exhausted right now because I poured myself into this. I believe you guys got value. So you guys can stay behind, enjoy yourself, get the remaining freebies that are available. So I hope I have permission to leave now. Tim, can I leave? Chikere, can I leave? So that I can go and refresh and, you know, catch my breath.
Yes, you can leave. You can leave now.
Oh.
But before you leave, thank you so much, Coach Richmond, for the value that you gave us today in this webinar. We are truly grateful and we hope to see you next time.
Oh, thank you too. Thank you guys for staying to the end.
Thank you. Thank you so much, the rest of the team too. Thank you so much, everyone, for staying to the end. We're almost near the end of today's webinar. Okay, so if you have any further questions, please don't forget to reach us via email at skill2hired@zuri.team. So our email is skill2hired@zuri.team. So it will be posted again in the, yes, I just saw it now in the chat box. Okay, so to wrap up this event, the rest of our team are going to be posting free recharge cards in the chat box on YouTube and here on Zoom, okay? So thank you so much, everyone. Enjoy. Thank you. Yeah. Before I go, I just want to say good night. Good night. Thank you so much. Don't forget to stay to try out the recharge cards. It's our own way of saying thank you for staying to the end. Okay? Bye. See you next time.